Let's race. Which side do you want to be? That one?
Yeah. Where did we go?
Good job. You made it. Jacob is the most energetic little ball of joy. He's so playful. He's so full of life. It's almost hard to explain to people that there's something wrong, that he has a condition. Jacob was 10 days old when he was diagnosed with SCID. It wasn't until further tests that it was more narrowed down to ADA SCID.
SCID is defined as severe combined immunodeficiency. The one that Jacob has is that lack of protein, that ADA. It literally makes his immune system completely go to zero. Nobody's prepared to have the diagnosis of a child.
Jacob can't be exposed to a group environment like a daycare or a school setting. We do have the clean space at the entrance of our house where we keep our sanitation stuff. Everything stays at the front entrance until I go take a shower, get clean. Constantly feeling like you could be responsible for bringing home an illness that could possibly kill your child is a full-time job.
The social part is really tricky for the little ones. Sometimes we are able to take him for a walk or go to the park and there's little kids there and they're screaming just because they're happy. Jacob doesn't understand that and he gets very scared.
The more struggles you go through, the more you learn to appreciate. Andrea was diagnosed with cervical cancer in 2020, and on top of Jacob's diagnosis, it seemed like it just wouldn't end. Because of the state that Jacob was in, the condition that his diagnosis, I think that helped Andrea through her diagnosis and her treatment.
I just wanted to feel like I can do this, I can get myself better, as long as I can push him out of the water. I have been probably 1.5 years in remission, but they're not gonna let me go until I'm 5 years in the process. I try my best to keep my mind and my feelings very positive, to keep going. I really put myself into creating this campaign, right? I built Jacob Little Fighter. In my magical bubble came as an idea of creating that awareness that is needed for SCID because we don't have enough information about it. I am Super Jacob and my loyal best buddy, Boo Boo.
This is Jacob.
This is Jacob.
This is Daddy.
Dos iguales. Wow, ¿ese eres tú?
Sí.
While I was in the process of the book, I wrote a podcast around Jacob's condition. Each episode talks about the diagnosis or the medical trauma, and it was amazing to work with all these experts and parents and hear not just the knowledge part, but also the experience. We parents of children with conditions, we do our best to make them fit. How can I make my kid have that experience without putting him in danger? I feel that that's when Jacob is able to go snowboarding when he's 2.5 years old. He's 3 and he's able to swim without a life jacket because we believe that Jacob deserves to have a normal life, to have an opportunity to live.
My hopes for the future for Jacob to live a full, long life, for Andrea not to have to worry about cancer anymore, not to worry about Jacob's diagnosis or condition anymore, for Jacob to start school, to have friends. What makes me proudest is still having such a loving, caring family, household, going through all these struggles and still being able to support each other and being there for each other.
¡Wow! ¡Oh, qué chis tan grande!